On a spectacular spring day in Franklin, the Franklin High girls in lacrosse take on their Hockomock League rivals, the Black Knights of Stoughton. We're ready to go here with Franklin TV, who is hosting this game here on our YouTube channel and on Franklin TV. It's Pete Royce with you, Chris Flynn alongside Franklin in the home white, and they are undefeated at 7-0 against the Black Knights of Stoughton, who come to town winless at 0-9. We hope you enjoyed this one. About ready to have the face-off. The officials for today's game are Allison Smith and Margaret Musoki, and it is going to be the Black Knights and the Franklin High Panthers on Franklin TV. We have it teed up and we're underway here. And it's Peterson controlling it. Clara Blogensteiner with it for the Panthers. And she's going to drop it to Rizjan. This is going to be Clara Blogensteiner, and she's going to score. And that didn't take long. 14 seconds for the first goal of the game. Clara Blogensteiner makes it 1-0 at 11:46. Wow. 1-0 Franklin at 11:46 on Blogensteiner's goal. Now Franklin is heavily favored. They are undefeated, and Stoughton at 0-9. Franklin at 7-0. So this could be a big game here for Franklin in terms of the possibility of rolling up a big score. We'll keep an eye on that. Here we go. We're underway again after the draw. Blogensteiner again. It's going to come down. We'll identify the players. This is Vera Hansen for you. Skip pass down the long to the X. Now it goes for Franklin. This is Erin Peterson. 15 is Tessa Rodriguez. Callie Joyce with it. Angles to the left, cuts back inside the critical scoring area. She's going to get the shot off. It's too high. It goes over the crossbar to the back line. Franklin 6-0 in the league. Take it. It's dropped on the floor. Hansen battling for it. She scoops it up. Vera. Blogensteiner on the left side. 65 degrees and beautiful here in Franklin. It is windy. Crosswind blowing from the near side of the field to the far side. A little bit of an angle. There's the shot there, and another goal by Blogensteiner. Two quickies for Clara, and it's 2-0. Franklin with the lead. So Clara Blogensteiner with her second goal. That comes just a minute and 11 seconds after her first goal. 2-0 Panthers. Stoughton, difficult situation. They have no JV team. They do have some young players on the team, which perhaps bodes well for the future. For example, there are 4 8th graders on this Stoughton team. They're coached by Allison Flewelling in her 4th year. Of course, Franklin coached by the great coach, Kristen Igo-Garino, in her 14th season here at Franklin. Whistle, and it'll be over to the Black Knights for their first possession of the game. Do have a couple of seniors on the team, but a lot of underclassmen, some freshmen. We mentioned the 4 8th graders, a bunch of juniors. Going to take it down. Did he get the shot off? Cody Lai with a nice stop for Franklin. It was a beautiful stop by Cody Lai, the sophomore goalkeeper. And she's going to win the ball and drop it over to her teammate, and that is Juliana Owen. So Franklin was forth with some pressure, but Lai made the stop. Panthers start out to midfield and beyond. Hustling for it there is Izzy Joyce. She won't get to it. It's battled for, though. Joyce wins it back. Her pass to Rizjan. Ruby, she attacks, she shoots, and she scores. Ruby Rizjan makes it 3-0 Franklin. And that score comes at 9:25. Franklin scoring a goal a minute here In the first less than 3 minutes gone, 3 goals, 9:35 left. So we'll do it again. For the Black Knights, they have a senior in goal, Trudy Harding. As we mentioned for Franklin, the sophomore, Cody Lai. Here's the draw at midfield. Official Allison Smith has it locked into the two respective nets. The draw is in the air, and Blogensteiner wins it and takes it herself. Franklin on top here, 3-0. Chris Flynn is our producer here today. I'm Pete Royce. Franklin just looking for their play. And now they're going to run the wheel route. Everybody arcing through. Peterson holding, gets the pass off to Izzy Cross. She exploded last game against Needham, I believe, with 5 second-half goals. This is Hansen. Vera gets through. She shoots, and she scores. She be the third Panther to score. It's 4-0. Izzy Cross with the goal at 8:46, again at a pace of a goal, less than a goal, more than a goal every minute, I should say. Now, if it gets to 10-0, it'll be running time no matter when that increase, that lead takes place. If it's in the first quarter, we'll run for the rest of the game, running time, unless the opponent gets it out within 10 again, under 10. Then we stop the clock as per usual, as it stopped right now. So this could be one of those games. Franklin has called up 2 JV players to play. We'll identify them in a little bit. Anticipating kind of a big-time win here today. But how about the Panthers, undefeated on the season? Risgen angles it to the corner. And she'll take it down to Peterson. Peterson looking with that net as a protective shield. Over to Vera Hansen. Sorry, that last goal was by Hansen, not by Cross. I beg your pardon. Vera Hansen. It is 4-0. Peterson directing traffic at the X. Pass too high. Blogensteiner picks it up, gets the shot off. The save by Harding. Her first save of the game. It was a beauty. And truly Harding with the save. She's still holding it. A rare offensive opportunity here for the Black Knights. Ball is wrestled free. Cross battling for it. And the Black Knights come out with it on the run on the near side. Whistle, foul on, play on. This is Morgan Derby, a junior, with it. Ball is kicked around. Going for the scoop is Kendall Moan. Moan had a great game against Needham, 1 game back from today. On the left side, it goes to Juliana Owen, now to Erin Peterson. Peterson inside that critical scoring area. Erin. Risgen. Behind the net for Peterson. Very relaxed Panther unit at the moment. Vitessa Rodriguez, the left-handed player, off the left shoulder with the stick. Dancing around, comes around. Can't get the shot off. It's wrestled free and picked up by Truly Harding, their goalkeeper. Harding is going to launch one. Upfield into heavy traffic. Franklin chases it back down. Nice pickup there by Morgan Lovell. And Lovell into the offensive zone with 5:55 to go in the first quarter. 4-0 Franklin. So finally the goal a minute pace has slowed down. Lacrosse. Peterson, Blogensteiner. Everybody with a touch for the Panthers. Also with one was Emma Bissinger, the sophomore. There's Rodriguez. She's going to shoot, and she's going to score. Tessa Rodriguez makes it 5-0. Her goal comes at 5:21. So we're back on the goal-a-minute pace. Blogensteiner with 2. Risgen with 1. Hansen with 1. And Rodriguez with 1. The 5 Franklin goals here in the first 5 minutes, less than 5 minutes of play. 65 degrees and windy here from Franklin. So glad you're with us here, fans, on Franklin TV, and we're streaming from Maine to Maui on YouTube. Here's the draw for Franklin. Blogensteiner has been so effective at these. Once again, she not only wins the draw, she gets it to herself. She's done that before here today. Blogensteiner will back it out. Bissinger has it get away from her, but she recovers. This is Emma. It's the type of game where the Panthers would love to just get the perfect play going, the perfect shot, the perfect score. Kind of a chance to fine-tune your game and get ready for the thick of things, which we're about. Well, we're not quite halfway through the season yet. We're getting close, but we're not there yet. No play clock in this on the high school level. There is in college in lacrosse. Blogensteiner coming around quickly was Peterson to Risgen. She gets the shot off, and she scores. Ruby Risgen makes it 6-0. Risgen gets her second goal. And that comes at 4:19. Again, the Panthers a goal a minute here in this game. Risgen with 2, Blogensteiner with 2, Hansen with 1, and Rodriguez with 1. You're scoring here for the Panthers of Franklin High School. So we said no JV team for Stoughton, so that's a tough thing for them. They can't have that feeder program come up. As a result, we said they have 4 8th graders on this team. Here's the draw again. Blogensteiner this time taps it to a teammate, to Morgan Lovell. Panthers into the offensive zone. They've not played much defense today, haven't had to. I think it's been maybe 2, maybe 3 possessions for the Black Knights. Cross now behind the net. For Cutter Callie Joyce, she shoots, it's wide. And it's going to be picked up by the Panthers, first to the ball. Clock will stay moving here in the first period, under 4 to go in the quarter number 1. 4 12-minute periods. Peterson with the nice pass in front, and burying it is Clara Blogensteiner for her hat-trick goal. That's 3 for Blogensteiner. She is only a sophomore. What a future for her at Franklin High. Blogensteiner scores at 3:32. 3 goals for her. And the route is on here from Franklin. Clara Blogensteiner again with the draw. Taking it for the Black Knights is Casey Croppy, a senior. But I think Blogensteiner's won all of the draws. She has some height over Croppy as well. Up in the air, again, Clara to herself wins it. That is an art. Franklin charging now. They slow it down a bit. Peterson checks the field on offense. Bissinger. Blogensteiner drops it. We'll pick it up. Defense backing off on her. Olivia Wrobleski is in there for Franklin, number 6. And Rizjan dumps it too strong, picked up by Peterson. She comes out of the pack with it, heavy contact. And that's going to be a foul called. And it looks like a yellow card. A yellow for the Black Knights. And going off for Stoughton is Morgan Derby, a junior. And a free position coming up here for Franklin. This is going to be Erin Peterson. She's going to not take it, pass it, look for a better opportunity. Nice stretch there by Panther. In front, all alone, Wrobleski, she shoots and she scores. Well, that's what the Panthers wanted to do, work for a better shot. And Olivia Wrobleski, the junior, makes it 8-0. Her goal comes at 2:24. 8 goals in 9 minutes for the Panthers. So Wrobleski joins the scoring parade. The 8th goal for Franklin at 2:24. It's a 2-minute penalty on the yellow card, and they will stay a player down for the full length of the 2 minutes. Still 1:55 left on the penalty to Derby. So Franklin will have the player advantage. And unlike in hockey, when you score a goal, the player can be sent back out. Not here. You serve the full 2 minutes. What Jay Horgan would call a locked-in penalty. Bissinger. Scooped up there by Wrobleski. To Izzy Cross. Nice catch by Bissinger. Nice catch by Peterson, her shot, and the goal. A little quick turnaround by Peterson, and she pumps it home. Erin Peterson, yet another Panther in the scoring column at 1:46. 9-0. One more goal without a Stoughton goal will run the clock. We'll take a look at the Franklin schedule. It'll get tougher than this in the near future. Talk about that at the next break. 1:46 left in the quarter, 1:17 left in the penalty to Morgan Derby. In the draw once again, Plagensteiner. This time she does not win it for a change. It's taken back by their face-off person, Casey Groppe. And now it's stolen back by the Panthers. This is Emma Bissinger. Bissinger glides into the top of the field. Waits for a few teammates to lock in. And the Panthers will take it around the perimeter. Pass in front. Knocked away. Picked up by their goalkeeper, Harding. She'll drop it over to Groppe. Groppe with some speed on the far side. Picked up by Plagensteiner. Groppe takes it down. Whistle here and a foul called against Juliana Owen. This will be out to the 12-meter. Able to get a shot off and is stolen now by Tessa Rodriguez. Franklin looking to move quickly. This is Emma Bissinger. Nice pass upfield to Peterson. Another good pass. Charging through, taking contact, the shot by Izzy Cross, and the score. And that's the 10th goal in the first period. Izzy Cross scores, and we'll run the clock here. Just a few seconds were left on the clock. I think 8 seconds when she shot it. Because it's 10, it's running time now. So this should move quickly. Peterson scored, Cross scored, and Franklin leads it after one, 10-0. Well, we mentioned the upcoming schedule. It will get a little tougher for Franklin. After today's game, they go on the road on the 29th. That would be Wednesday at Mansfield. That's a 3:45 face-off against the Green Hornets. And then maybe the toughest game of the season, regular season, will be the next day. So Franklin has back-to-back Wednesday, and then Thursday they play at Westwood. And that's a 4:30 game. Westwood, one of the premier teams. They're not a Division I school, but they are strong in lacrosse. And that'll be on Wednesday. And let's check that out. No, that would not be Wednesday. That would be Thursday, the 30th. They do play Wednesday at Mansfield, Thursday the next day at Westwood. Then they have a little bit of a break and host North Attleboro on May 4th. Then at Attleboro on May 6th, and home to Natick. That should be interesting on May 8th, a 3:45 game. And Natick is coached by the sister-in-law of Kristen Igo-Garino. So a lot of family dinner discussion on the line in that one, as Franklin will host Natick High School on May 8th, 3:45, and then Franklin will close out the regular season at KP at Medfield, another strong team, and then 2 games that will be determined on the 14th and 18th, and Franklin closes out its season, the regular season, on May 20th against Bishop Feehan High School. That's a 3:45 game. That's always a tremendous contest down at Feehan this year. So that's the schedule for Franklin. They are cruising, leading it here after one, 10-0. 7 different players have scored, led by Blogensteiner's hat trick 3, Rishin with 2, and then 1 each, Hansen, Rodriguez, Wrobleski, Cross, and Peterson. Stoughton maybe has had 4 possessions in this game, and that's been about it. They had 1 opportunity, and Cody Lai made a nice save earlier on in that period. Mentioned Cody Lai gets the start. Coach Kristen Igo-Garino told us that the backup goalie will get some work here today. She anticipated it, and that's Jada Lawless, the freshman. We'll keep an eye on that move. But right now it's still Cody Lai in the net for Franklin. 12 minutes, 10-0. This should be running time if I have my rules correct. Blogensteiner with the official Margaret Musoki, and the opposing face-off person has been Casey Grappi. Franklin going from right to left across your screens in this second period. In the bright sunshine, 65 degrees in Franklin. A new player taking the draw for the Black Knights, and they win it. This is Grappi. Ducks through 1. Spins around with it, still hangs on to the ball. And she'll take it behind the net. Casey Grappi gets the ball knocked out of her stick, and Franklin wins it on the turnover to Juliana Owen. Just underway here in the second period. So glad you're with us, fans, here on Franklin TV, and we're streaming on YouTube. Franklin charging up on the right side. It's Tessa Rodriguez out top for Blogensteiner. Franklin again working that play where they take it behind the net and try to have cutters looping through one after the other until it confuses the defense, according to Coach Kristen Igo-Garino, who played her college lacrosse at Boston College. Izzy Cross will drop it to the back line. Franklin in control of this one. They drop it out to Vera Hansen. She has a goal today. Lagensteiner with 3. Stoughton was a little late in arriving here today, hence the about a 15-minute delay on the start. And there's a shot there, and that's a goal. Check out the goal score in a minute. And I believe it's Izzy Cross. Or did they not call the goal there? They did, but they're waiting for a moment. So it was a goal by Cross. So Izzy gets her second goal of the game. Makes it 11-0. The clock is running, and here we go. Izzy Cross. 2 goals in a row for Cross. Goal comes at 9-12. Franklin back on the attack once again. Look for Franklin to get a lot of subs into this game. Get some good game time experience for some of the backups. Rizjan. Tough angle. She'll back it back out. Peterson will drop it to the back line. It comes. Centering pass there. It's wide. Scooped up. Loose. Whistle. Let's see what they're going to award here. Free position for Izzy Cross. Looks like at the 12-meter. Blagensteiner. Back to Clara at the top. Ruby Rizjan. Back to the back line. Peterson will get to it. Can she keep it in bounds? No. And on the turnover, it'll go to the Black Knights. 7:45 to go, 11-0. Franklin in control in this one. Stoughton with a rare trip towards midfield. Crappie crosses the midfield stripe. Picked up now by Vera Hansen. Long control by Crappie. Callie Joyce now has her. Crappie around the screen, the shot. It's saved by Cody Lai. Nice pick by Cody, the sophomore goalkeeper. Here comes Emma Bissinger. Her pass is a beauty to Peterson. Another lead pass to Rizjan. Beautiful passing by the Panthers. Rodriguez looks for Rizjan. She goes back for the catch. Blagensteiner charges through, gets the shot off. A sidewinding shot, and that is a goal for Clara Blagensteiner, her 4th goal. 12-0, Clara scores it. Clock is running. We're on running time now. Goal comes at 6:41. Blagensteiner with 4 goals. Rizjan with 2. Cross with 2. Everybody else 1. Hansen, Rizjan, Robleski, and Peterson. 12-0. This will be a fast-moving game now, unless Stoughton can creep within 9. Now taking the draw will be Kendall Moan for Franklin. And she gets it over to Blagensteiner. This is Ruby Rizjan. Sheer domination by the Panthers here today. Little looping pass. He gets loose. Dug out by Blogensteiner. Can she get to it? Still digging for it. She does have it in the corner. 4 goals for Blogensteiner. Pass is wide. Franklin's there to dig it out. Tessa Rodriguez, one of a few basketball players on this lacrosse team. Kendall Mullen being another. Blogensteiner shoots and gets her 5th goal of the game. Clara Blogensteiner, 2 in a row. 13-0, Franklin. Blogensteiner scores at 4:54, and she has 5 goals. You mentioned Cross, I believe, had 5 in the second half alone last game against Needham. And Clara Blogensteiner with 5 here in the first half. It's 13-0, Franklin in a rout over Stoughton. Again, Kendall Moan with the draw for Franklin. Referee Margaret Musoki locks them in, blows the whistle. Taken by Lovell. For Rizjan. This is Izzy Cross, rather. Franklin hasn't done much wrong in this game. Everybody with a touch, they go around the rim with it. And we'll do it again. Around we go. Blogensteiner this time off the left shoulder. There's 2 full loops. Now Franklin starts that wheel play. Rizjan directing traffic. For Blogensteiner, 5 goals for the sophomore here today. Rizjan ducks through, comes up, she shoots, and she scores. Ruby Rizjan makes it 13-0. That's her 3rd goal, so she has a hat trick. 14-0, Ruby Rizjan. She scores at 3:07, left here in the second quarter, 14-0. The largest score of Franklin this year, they've hit the 20 mark 3 times. Game number 1 against OA, 20-4. Against Taunton, 20-4, second game after that. And then against Sharon in the previous to the last game, 20-1. Here it's 14-0, 2:33 to go. Clock is moving. We're in running time. The game started late. We'll probably finish early. Franklin takes it on the draw. Cross to the back line. To the X for Erin Peterson. Haven't seen any subs yet, I don't believe, for either team. They should start to come, I would imagine. Probably have a new goalkeeper for Franklin in the 3rd quarter, see how she does. Jada Lawless, only a freshman. Wrobleski will loop it to Blogensteiner. And around we go again. Momentary drop there by Panther. Hesitation move. And the ball is lost. On the turnover, it goes to Stoughton. In the game for Franklin now is Olivia Best, a freshman. Franklin steals it back. To the top it comes. Rizjan with those hat trick goals. Best. Franklin enjoying its big lead here in taking its time on offense. Clara Blogensteiner with it. Little looping pass for Peterson, and Aaron sends it down behind the net. Franklin moves through quickly, scooting around with some good movement there, is Best. And she'll back it back out. Time winding down, 15 seconds to go. See if Franklin can get a good shot off. Best. She's warded off on the play. Wagensteiner. And she was just holding it and lets the clock run out. We're at halftime here. All Franklin all the time. After 12 minutes of play, it's Franklin 14 and Stoughton nothing. We're going to take a 5-minute break. Come back for the second half. You're watching Franklin High Girls Lacrosse on Franklin TV. Welcome back to Franklin High School as we get ready to start the third quarter. All Franklin here today. They lead it 14-0. Pete Royce with you, Chris Flynn producing today's game. Franklin against Stoughton, a Hockomock League matchup. Franklin 7-0 on the season, 6-0 in the Hawk. And for Stoughton, they've yet to taste victory here this season, 0-9, 0-6 in the Hawk. So we start the third period. Franklin will be going from left to right. We'll look for some subs to get in here in the game as the second half rolls along. Taking the draw for Franklin was Olivia Best, the freshman. She saw action in the first half. Stoughton looking for its first goal of the game. This is Grappi. She shoots, deflected away by Lai. She's still in goal for Franklin. We'll see Jada Lawless probably a little later in this period, according to Coach Kristen Igo-Garino in her pregame chat with us. Ball is loose, tapped out of bounds. It's going to stay with Stoughton in the offensive zone. They really haven't had a chance to have any structured plays. Franklin has either been swarming them or taking the ball away, or there's maybe one or two misfires by Stoughton. Cody Lai has made a couple of saves for Franklin. Stoughton now has it deep. Charging in front, they can't get the shot off. No foul. Franklin takes it back. There was contact there, but no foul. Franklin starts out quickly. Out in front, there's a sub in the game for Franklin. This is going to be a freshman in the game. It's Bryn Nutter, a freshman. Bryn Nutter, wearing number 4. She has it at the X. I don't know if this is her first game as a varsity player or not, called up for this game. We'll identify some other new players for you. See another freshman in the game. We'll describe it. I just don't want to lose the play here. And with it for Franklin is Clara Frywald, a freshman. Frywald wearing number 18. A lot of starters are out for Coach Kristen Igo-Garino. And that's a save by Trudy Harding. In the game was Ellie Gillespie, a sophomore. And Stoughton gets it, but Franklin's going to take it back on their own end. Picked up by Izzy Cross. A rare starter still in the game. So a lot of these girls now getting some good playing time. We mentioned Bryn Nutter, the freshman, number 4. Out deep, and this is the other freshman, Clara Frywald. Ball is loose, tipped away, and Stoughton comes out with it. They have some space as they take it up the middle. Stoughton also had a couple of players injured, one sick, a couple of other absences, so they're hurting here today. They're still looking for their first win of the season. Stoughton, one of their longer possessions of the game. They haven't had too many. Stoughton retains it in the offensive zone. We're in running time here in the third quarter. Stoughton spinning through, gets the shot off. It rolls up in the save by Cody Lai. Lai has turned them all back so far, not too many. Drops it for Peterson. And Aaron gets the pass away. Another looping pass, that's caught. And another pass ahead. Coming through, Bryn Nutter. She holds it, coming through. She gets the shot off, the save by Harding. A beauty on Nutter. Look, the freshman looking for her, I believe, her first goal of the season. This may be her first action of the season. 7:33 to go in the third, 14-0. That was our halftime score. Franklin steals it. Frywald battling for it, a whistle, stops play. It's going to be a violation on the Panthers, and it'll be Stoughton ball with 7:16 to go and running time here in the third. Stoughton on the rush out. Holding. They take it behind goalkeeper Cody Lai on an angle. Peterson defending. Stoughton, some better possessions here in the third quarter. They loop it around, the shot there, turned back by Lai, and Peterson, can she get to it? It's off of Stoughton. Peterson will win the ball for Franklin with 6:36 to go here in the third period. Erin Peterson. Franklin starts it off. A lot of subs in there for Franklin now. This is Bryn Nutter, the freshman. Nutter had a good look at a shot a few moments ago. Her pass, nice shot there. Oh, that's a good assist. And the shot and the score by Emma Bissinger. Bissinger scores. It is 15-0. Emma Bissinger on a nice pass by the freshman. That was Bryn Nutter. Bissinger scores at 6:05. 15-0. Franklin. And the clock is running. But how about the assist for the freshman? Bryn Nutter. 15-0. Clock moving here. Draw coming up. Whistle, ball high in the air. Tipped by Moan. Stoughton scoops it up. They're going to take it down the middle. Stoughton just holding. Dancing, attacking, shooting. It's wide. It's a goal. I beg your pardon. They're on the board. They get a goal. We'll identify her in just a moment. That's a big goal for Stoughton to get on the board and avoid the shutout here. I believe that goal was scored by Caitlin McGowan, a sophomore. Give it to McGowan unofficially. Makes it 15-1. Score comes with 5 minutes straight up left. McGowan gets the Stoughton Black Knights on the board. Here's the draw, taking it for Franklin, I believe is Kendall Moan. And for Stoughton in the circle is Alyssa Monahan, an 8th grader. This is an 8th grader for Stoughton. And Monahan, the 8th grader, wins it. This is she with it. Drops it. Nice defense play there by Kendall Moan, who picked her pocket. And Moan gets the pass upfield. It's connected on a hop to a fellow Panther, Morgan Lovell, to Owen. In front. The shot there and the score by Morgan Lovell makes it 16-1. Lovell gets on the scoring column. Morgan Lovell on the board. Score came at 3:16 in the third. Only 3 goals this quarter, 2 by Franklin, 1 by Stoughton. So the halftime lead of 14-0 is 16-1. 2:48 to go in the third quarter, running time. How about the 8th grader there for Stoughton winning the ball? She's going to have another chance at it. She's taking the draw as Alyssa Monahan. I was talking to Coach Allison. I'm sorry, uh, Allison. Yeah, Flewelling. She's in her 4th year. I said, Coach, what about your young players? Your 8th graders. She said, yeah, it bodes pretty well for us for the future to get them into the action and trying to build a program at Stoughton is Flewelling. She did not play high school or college lacrosse. She is a teacher in the Stoughton School District. Franklin charging the shot there, and the goal, I believe, no, it was saved. Was it saved? Yes, it was. On the attempt there by Ellie Gillespie. Franklin quickly back on the attack. This is Kendall Moan. Time winding down. We're under 2 minutes in the third for Lovell, who just scored. To the back line for Bryn Nutter. Gillespie. Ella holding. Drops it, and a beautiful steal by Stoughton. That's great anticipation by the Black Knight. They're going to take it. Pass upfield, it's loose. Battle for it, a foul called on Moan. It'll be Stoughton with the ball with 1:12 to go. Clock moving here in the third. Ball is loose. Foul called on Franklin. Clean start here for Stoughton. They circle around the net. Looping pass in front. It's blocked. Kicked out to the back line. See who they award the ball to with 40 seconds to go. Clock moving here in the third period. Franklin way up over on Stoughton. Looping pass to the back line. That was that freshman who's looked pretty good out there, and that is Alyssa Monahan. Stoughton comes through, turnaround shot, it's wide. I believe that was Monahan. She's very active. Time winding down here. And there's the end of the third quarter. So not a lot of scoring. Of course, there's running time. That makes a huge difference. In that period, Bissinger and Lovell scored for Franklin, and McGowan scored for the Black Knights of Stoughton. Caitlin McGowan, a sophomore. As Franklin, 12 minutes left between them and victory number 8 on the season. We mentioned some of the big games for Franklin to date, the big scores. The opener was here at Franklin. They defeated Oliver Ames 20-4. Then went on the road at Milford and won there 18-1. Came back with another 20-point score. Home to Taunton 20-4. Then defeated Foxborough at Foxborough. A little better game, 12-8. Defeated Canton here 15-8. Then defeated Sharon here, at Sharon 20-1. And then the last game was a real good game. It was Franklin, the final score 15 over Needham 7, but at halftime it was a 1-goal lead for Franklin. Then they opened it up, I think 7 or 8 goals in a row to get a lot of space in the second half as they cruised to the 15-7 score win over Needham. The Needham High Rockets. So no rankings have been published yet. They will come out tomorrow. The first MIAA spring rankings for 2026 will be out tomorrow. Look for the Franklin High Panthers to get a good spot in the rankings. So we look forward to taking a look at that one day from now. As Franklin undefeated on this season. This is the 14th season for Coach Kristen Igo-Garino as the head coach for the Franklin High Panthers. What a job she's done. And so she is just priming her team for the heart of the season coming up. We mentioned the game against Mansfield. That's on the 29th. That is just 2 days from now at Mansfield, and then at Westwood the very next day. Two big games. The 3:45 start against Mansfield there, then at Westwood a 4:30 game before Franklin comes home on May 4th to host North Attleboro. So there's your rundown. Franklin here in this game. Blogensteiner with 5 goals, Risgen with 4. and 2 by cross. So there's 10 of their 16 other goals: Robleski, Peterson, Bissinger, and Lovell. And here we go with fourth and final period. Running time. Pete Royce with you. Chris Flynn producing today's game. Probably pick up a few more subs in this fourth quarter. We'll check the goalkeeper when we can. On the draw, it was taken by Stoughton. On the draw for Franklin was Olivia Wrobleski, the junior. Here come the Black Knights. They're in position. Now they turn it back. Foul called. There's going to be a free position here for Stoughton out at the 12-meter arc. And this is going to be taken by Sophie Kirkwood, another 8th grader. This is Kirkwood, number 24, off the left shoulder. Here she comes. She gets the shot off and she scores. The 8th grader scores and Stoughton goes wild. Sophie Kirkwood makes it 16-2 on the free position. Kirkwood, one of 4 8th graders in the lineup for Stoughton. McGowan got the other goal unofficially, a sophomore, so now a 8th grader gets on the board at 16-2. Good for her to get in the scoring column. And that team really celebrated that score by the youngster. So here's the draw. Franklin's still up by more than 10, so we'll be still running time here in the fourth quarter. Ball high in the air, and Wrobleski wins it with the height advantage. Olivia charges up the left side and holds. Bryn Nutter is next to her, the freshman. I don't believe Franklin has any 8th graders on the roster. Of course, they have a JV program. Stoughton does not. Ball is dropped, picked up by Nutter. Bryn with it. Passes in front, a little bit too high. Chased down to the back line. Can they save it? Yes, they can, but to a Black Knight. And Stoughton tries to start off here, but they misfire on it and it's picked up by the Panther. With it was Olivia Best, the freshman. Morgan Lovell, she's got a goal here today. Looping pass in front in heavy traffic. It's going to be scooped up by Truly Harding. She's their lone goalkeeper in uniform. Their other goalkeeper is out for Stoughton, so she's got to go the route if she possibly can. Ploggensteiner is back in the game with her 5 goals. A little underhand lob pass. It's going to be picked up. Franklin eating some clock here with a huge lead, 16-2. To the top. Frywald with it. Freshman for Best. Pass is misfired. Battle for it there. And Stoughton comes out with it. Deep in their own end. They're trailing at 16-2. Franklin with a lot of pressure on Stoughton. 4 players took a poke at her. Or I should say defended her. Poking not allowed here. Wrobleski on defense now. 8:20 to go in the game. This is the scorer, Sophie Kirkwood, the 8th grader with it. Looking pretty good. Ball is dropped. Battle for it. Still loose. Still loose. Goalkeeper picks it up. Cody Lai. And now we've had a change in goalkeeper. Jada Lawless is in for Franklin in goal here in the fourth quarter. Jada Lawless, the freshman. Play the other way. Stoughton back with it. Franklin back with it. On the left wing it goes to Juliana Owen. Scooped up on the back line. Franklin working that wheel play. Coming through, the freshman, she shoots, and she does not score. Just off a little bit on the blast there by Ellie Gillespie. Ball is loose, and Franklin scores again. Juliana Owen with the goal. Owen unofficially scored there, makes it 17-2. Juliana Owen gets on the board. 3 goals in this half. Bissinger, Lovell, and Owen. 6:45 to go. Clock moving here. 17-2 Franklin. And Wrobleski will come out. Bissinger will come in. And Bissinger will take the draw against the 8th grader, Sophie Kirkwood, who's on the board. 17-2. Final half of the 4th quarter coming up. Up we go. Bissinger wins it. Bissinger still holding. Little pass connects to Olivia Best. Stretch catch there by Moan. To the back line it goes. Cross pass in heavy traffic. Picked up by Stoughton, and they come out of the pack with the ball. Looping pass, it's picked. Taken back there by Frywald. The shot there, and the goal. Franklin gets a goal from the sophomore Ellie Gillespie. Gillespie makes it 18-2. Franklin won that ball back, and Gillespie put it home past Truly Harding, and it's 18-2. Under 5.5 to go in this game. Again, Franklin's next game on the road at Mansfield on Wednesday, and then on the road at Westwood on Thursday. That will be a test. Those will be test games for Franklin, especially the Westwood game, although Mansfield is very competitive as well. Under 5 to go in this one, 18-2, Franklin rolling here today. The draw, Franklin wins it. And this is Olivia Best, the freshman. Charging the net, coming through, Kendall Moan, and she's on the board. Kendall Moan makes it 19-2. Kendall Moan, her first goal of the game. She was very determined on that one. Franklin has never had 21 in a game this season. They had 23 times against Oliver Ames, Taunton, and Sharon. The Sharon game was a road game. The other 2 20-point games were home. So they need 1 for 22 for their season high, but only 4 minutes to go and the clock is running time. That was a beautiful goal by Kendall Moan off the left shoulder. Bissinger wins the draw but is stolen back by Kirkwood. This is an 8th grader with some promise, Sophie Kirkwood. She drives it down. Takes a bump, and we'll get a free play here. She'll just play it on. Kirkwood takes it behind. A lot of poise for the 8th grader. Her looping pass is loose. Battle for it. Stoughton scoops it. Now it's loose again. Coming up quickly was Peterson. Oh, that was a very big play by Peterson in terms of authoritatively getting the ball. Not so much a big game in terms of the outcome, but just the way she went after it with great play. Here's Bissinger for the freshman, trying to get the shot off. She does. It's a save. Rebound loose. And now scooped up in there by Truly Harding with 3 minutes to go in the game. 19-2, Franklin on top. Ball is out and out of bounds. One of the few out-of-bound balls we've had here today. Franklin will win it back with 2:45 to go. This is Vera Hansen. Up it comes to Bissinger. Emma for Bryn Nutter. in front, heavy traffic. Ball bounced around, loose, still loose. Still loose, and Franklin secures it. Juliana Owen with it. Juliana on the left wing deep. This is Bryn Nutter. Nutter coming through. She shoots, and she does not score. It comes rebounded way out to Bissinger. Might have hit the post. Nutter with a real good look. The call up. Bryn Nutter, the freshman, has it again. Determined. Attacks. Comes through. Still holding. Now it's knocked off her stick on the turf and scooped up by Stoughton. Stoughton. Again, this is Sophie Kirkwood. Very poised player. The 8th grader charging through. Still holds off the left shoulder. Double teamed. Loops it. And is picked off in there by Wrobleski, now taken back by Stoughton. They're going to take it behind the net. 1:16 to go. Ball is on the turf, and Vera Hansen steals it for Franklin. Hansen, looping pass upfield, too strong. It's going to go to a fellow Panther, Kendall Moan. She has a goal here today. For Bryn Nutter. Nutter, she's going to shoot. And it's going to be turned back again. Comes back out deep. Another freshman with it for Franklin. And for Franklin, that would be Clara Freiwald. Ball is loose. Sent out. Franklin will hold here with 34 seconds to go. Freiwald gets it to the back line. Vera Hansen just holding it. Time winding down. Loops one way out deep. Picked up by Bissinger. For Nutter, Clara gets through. Comes down. She's going to shoot. And she's going to score. The freshman scores with 1 second to go. The freshman, and they celebrate that. Bryn Nutter is on the board with her, I believe, her first varsity goal. Bryn Nutter makes the final score 20-2. Franklin led big. They congratulate their dual goalkeepers, and that would be the last one, Jada Lawless, and the first one, Cody Lyde. That's going to do it. Franklin goes to 8-0 on the season, and Stoughton drops to 0-10. Goal scores, the big ones, Clara Blogensteiner with 5 and Ruby Risgen with 4 and Izzy Cross with 2. Thank you for tuning in. We'd like to thank our producer, our director, our camera operator today, Chris Flynn, among the first to arrive and the last to leave. This is Pete Royce for the entire Franklin crew. The final score for the final time, Franklin 20, Stoughton 2. Till next time, so long, neighbors.